Welcome to this video on threat intelligence. Throughout this training, certainly in domain 1 and several of the other domains, we have talked about threat modeling. We have talked about threat intelligence. We have talked about these things. Well, now in this video, we are going to focus on this as part of the security operation. From a login and monitoring standpoint, now threat intelligence is analyzed information that is used to make threat-based determination or decision. That key pieces of this intelligence. Meaning we have looked at the information and have drawn a conclusion from it. So we have a bunch of system generated records, logs and so on. And now we are going to analyze all of this information to make threat-based decision. So now if you recall all the way back to domain 1, a threat is potential for unwanted harm to personal or an organization asset. Threat will act against weakness or vulnerabilities, and vulnerability being a flaw or a weakness in the system. The attack surface is all of the possible areas in which an attacker could try to compromise the system. It could be people, it could be technology, it could be physical access, and it could be a lot of other things. It's everything that could lead to a compromise or a violation in security policy. Now, threat information is used to make that threat-based decision. Threat intelligence is the analyzed information that is used to make that decision. What we are talking about here is situational awareness, using all of the different threat information, all of that risk indicator, performance indicator, all of these different things to understand the security posture. Better security defense is going to be derived from proven tactics, techniques and procedure, TTPs. And the more agile we can be in this process and maintain awareness, this will allow us to respond to emerging threat that much faster. And how we get some of this information is through threat feeds or data that collected from known threat and attacks that's made available to the security community. So sometimes these feeds, they will document suspicious IP address or known IP address that are part of the attack, ports and protocol that are being used in current attack, domain names, signature, all kind of different things that are being used as part of known threat and known attacks that have had some impact to some organization all throughout the world. And typically these feeds are going to come in raw data format like the extensible markup language or XML. So it's important to have some kind of tool like Yeti or AlienVault or something that can ingest this file and then interpret that data for you. We also have threat hunting, which is the search of previously undetected threat or attack. So threat hunting will go beyond what you already know or what you have been altered to in terms of the threat. So once we have detected or discovered a threat from say a threat feed or maybe somewhere else, now we can start to go on this offensive and start searching through the system to see if we are affected or impacted by that known threat. So the idea is because we now know what to look for, we can be proactive and start hunting this thing down to see if we can find them, and then we can start looking at remedial action after that. And places like AlienVault are really helpful in this regard. You can also have tool like Yeti that can ingest all of this threat feed and then start to break things out so that you can consume them and start identifying current threats and then start your threat hunting process. So Yeti will be able to ingest this threat feed and then show you different things such as a malware, there's a domain, there's a crime, there is all kind of thing that it is tracking, and what will give you a chance to identify them, and then we can use this information, these threat feeds, we can use this to start threat hunting. and building our overall threat intelligence. So the bottom line for this video is to know the purpose of gathering threat intelligence information and also know about threat feed and threat hunting as they relate to threat intelligence.